Yo, what's up guys, Skia here, and we're back with the third video in my Hunters leveling series. As you can see, we're entering Redridge Mountains at level 15, and in this video we will go from 15 to 20. Unfortunately, I was not able to fraps the ding for level 20. I really feel like that is unfortunate, although what are you going to do? I just wasn't able to do it, you know, it came on me, it snuck up on me, so to speak, so, anyways, you know, we're living and learning, moving on, and got every ding so far. So, anyways, as you can see, we just dinged level 16 here, and we're just doing the quest right around this tower. Unfortunately, the quests around this tower are not that interesting. I'm only showing you guys a little bit of footage and then moving on. Very quickly here, we're about to ding level 17. As you can see here, we're about to ding level 17, and like I said, the questing around this tower was not all that interesting, and so I did not feel like it was a good idea to show you everything there. So we're just going to move ahead and go down to this next questing hub in Redridge, and I will say I do really like the questing in Redridge Mountains. I feel like it's very fluid, it flows very well. Blizzard did a very good job. They added some phasing and a few on-the-fly turn-in and accept quests, which I really like, which you'll get to see. But on the whole, I really feel like Blizzard did a pretty good job with this zone. It's not top-notch, but it is definitely good. And your other option for this level zone, or level increment rather, would be Darkshore, and I would highly suggest you try Redridge out. I've done Darkshore a few times, and after the first playthrough, you really notice how much walking and travel time is involved in going through Darkshore as a zone, and I felt that that wasn't apparent, or that wasn't the case with Redridge. Everything was clustered together, and it was very quick and very easy, so I would definitely check it out. The only quest that bugged me here was this quest. It was a random spawn throughout this river. You could find that pile of dirt anywhere throughout the river, and that was a bit frustrating. It took me a good 15 minutes to find that, but once I did, it was very easy. You just loot it, as with most quests in World of Warcraft. Generally, they're loot or kill quests, but, you know, you can find some fun quests throughout the World of Warcraft as you go. But, on the whole, most quests are loot or kill. That being said, I don't mind that. I still have fun leveling. I still enjoy leveling in WoW, even though it is repetitive after a while. It does become very repetitive. The only thing that really changes is the scenery and the lore, and if you do not read quest text, the lore is not going to be apparent, and that's not going to mean much to you. However, as I said, I still have a good time questing in World of Warcraft. It's kind of relaxing. It's a fun thing to do. You can like throw up a, you know, if you have a guide like this, you can throw up a TV show, or you can watch something if you have like a second monitor or a TV, or, you know, you can have music going, and it's kind of a relaxing experience for me. But anyways, moving on. As I said, I really like this zone. There's some fun things that you don't know what's happening until later on. As you saw, there was a guy under a rock, which was kind of funny when you first walk into the zone, and that leads to a quest later on. And you can also see that there was the first on-the-fly turn-in quest that I just did, and I wanted to emphasize that because I really like how Blizzard implemented those in Cataclysm. I think that was very good on them, a very good move on their part. Other MMOs and other games have implemented that already. However, I think Blizzard did a very good job with it, and that was much needed for them to do that. I do wish they had done that a little bit more. However, I understand that you cannot go overboard with those kind of quests because it would take away from the lore and the immersion aspect of the game. Now, this elite here, I did not know what it was for. It turns out it's actually an elite that's part of a quest that you do later on, which is in accordance with that guy under the rock that I just mentioned a little bit ago, and we'll get to see that. But I didn't know that at the time, so I figured, hey, random elite, let's see if I can kill it. Turns out I can. It was not actually all that difficult, and I was actually very surprised at how easy it was to kill this elite. I mean, I'm level 18, and that's probably why, in all honesty, is that, you know, my pet's health regen and my health regen is quite astonishing at this level. That lower levels have a lot more health regeneration than higher levels. You know, it degrades as you progress. So, with that being said, I'm killing another one. It was fairly simple, especially as a hunter with a pet. Most of the time it is on your pet or slowed, and mobs for most of the time, mobs do not even touch you as a hunter. Um, with that being said, I really am enjoying leveling this hunter. It's very fun. It's very, very unique, I feel. It's not, it's not like a caster, although it is range, and I don't really like playing casters, so hunter is a very good medium for me. It's a very good middle ground, and that's why I'm deciding. That's one reason I'm deciding to level it. So, now we're in this cave. As you can see, most mobs don't touch me, as I said before. I did try and kill the boss of this quest. There aren't really any bosses as of Cataclysm, but the end mob for this quest, I did try and kill it up on the hill there before, and then got clobbered by a bunch of other mobs in the cave, but I do succeed with that, and then go on top of the hill, turn the quest in, hearth back to the main questing hub within Redridge, and move on. Like I said, most of this is very condensed. There's not a lot of walking within Redridge Mountains, which I really, really deeply enjoy. I think that was a very good way of doing this zone, and the alternative Darkshore has a lot more travel time, which I find to be very irksome. It's not fun to play through more than once. So, anyways, here is the Canyonette quest, as I said, and the guy under the rock right there. What's supposed to happen is the Canyonette, you use an item on it. It's quote subdued, and you walk down with it to this rock. He picks it up, and the guy lives. That did not happen. The quest bugged out, and I was kind of befuddled for a little bit. I had no idea what to do. I was standing here for a few minutes, kind of thinking, well, my guide's telling me to do this, but that's not here. What do I do? Should I redo it? I don't want to redo it. What I did is I just moved on, and I came back and did it later. After I did a couple other quests. It was very simple. You just use that item on the Canyonette again, and the quest completes itself. And I'm not really sure why it bugged out. It's just one of those things. But as you can see, the rock is gonna reappear on top of him, and so we have to move on. But anyways, ding level 19 here, and we're moving on in Redridge. Redridge gets a little bit more interesting as you progress through. I found once you hit about level 19, you had a bit more interesting quests to complete. This quest, for example, is tailored after the movie Fight Club, which is very cool. If you have not seen that movie, it's a very good movie. It's very well done. Watch it. But that's not the point. The point is that I really enjoy how Blizzard brings in other media from other channels, such as movies and TV shows. They bring in references, and they reference other media, mostly movies, but I do like that. I think that's very fun. It shows that Blizzard can have a good time with what they're doing and with their game and all that. So that's pretty cool. It's fun to see those references. So if you read this quest text here, or rather the dialogue, it's very interesting. It's very comical. I highly suggest you read this. It's worthwhile. It's fun. Like I said, the quests in this zone are very fun. They're very interesting. Not all of them, but they do have some gems in here, especially this one. I thought it was kind of funny. Gave me a laugh. So now we are actually going to Darkshore to get the cat pet that I mentioned in my first video for this series. And the reason I'm getting this pet is because I will reiterate this. It's in my first video for this series. If you want to watch that, I explain in depth why I'm leveling a hunter and why I want this pet specifically. But the reason that I would like to get this pet is because I have a cat in real life here, not in the game, and he's had some health issues recently, and I picked this cat out when I was 4, and he's just been my cat for about 15 years. He's 15 now, and so he's had some health issues. So I figured this is my favorite game. I played WoW for years. I might as well level a hunter with a cat pet, and it's kind of something that's symbolic for me. And so that's the reason I'm doing this, and that's the reason I'm getting this pet specifically, because it has the model that I'm going for. So with that in mind, that's just a little backstory. Again, I say that in the first video, and I go a bit more in depth on it. So if you'd like to watch that, please feel free to do so. I highly suggest that you do. And after this little, after my typing spree here and excitement, we move on, and very close to the end of the video here, but as I said, I was not able to capture the level 20 ding, and I'm very frustrated about that. But life goes on, and we move on, and there's not really much to do about it other than re-leveling a character, which is not worthwhile. So I just generated an achievement and threw it in there, you'll see. But anyways, this quest here is very cool. You have to get past these sleeping wolves or wargs without them waking up. You cannot touch them, and you cannot. You have to stay without of aggro range of that captain there. So, anyways, here's ding level 20, and we are at the end of the video. Like I said, I apologize for not capturing that ding, but what are you gonna do? So, anyways, check back for level 20 to 25 video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you for watching.